Good evening, everyone. Julie here, and welcome to the channel. We are doing another video for the Presidents of the United States series that we're doing. This is a book that I got at Ollie's, written by Jody Shepard, and it has been great fun doing this, and we're only on the fifth president, so we still got a little ways to go. I'm doing this just because I love history and I love learning, and I definitely needed a refresher of the presidents because a lot of them I don't remember, so I'm going to be honest. I know their names. I don't remember exactly what they did actually, but I couldn't put them in order. So I don't. It's just hard to remember all of them. There's what, 47 of them now. So um, it is what it is. We all need a refresher course sometimes, so that's the point of this. So, just so you know, I am an amateur videographer and I'm far from perfect and I may mess up, and I apologize if I do. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. We're on James Monroe, the fifth president of the United States. He was born April 28, 1758 in Virginia. He served from 1817 to 1825, which is 2 terms. His vice president was Daniel Tompkins. For his family, he had a wife, Elizabeth, and 3 children, and he died in 1831. Did you know Monroe fought in George Washington's army during the American Revolution after the war? He studied law. Thomas Jefferson was his teacher. James Monroe didn't live in the White House at the beginning of his presidency. It had been set on fire during the war and needed repairs. James Monroe is probably best known for his Monroe Doctrine, which warned other countries to keep their hands off American land. 5 new states joined the country while Monroe was president, making 24 states in all. Monroe's time in office is sometimes called the era of good feelings because Americans were feeling confident after their victories in the War of 1812. There were still big arguments about slavery. However, Monroe was the 3rd president to die on July 4th, just 5 years after Adams and Jefferson, who died on the same day, on the same July 4th of the same year. They died on the same year, and then he died 5 years later. Now, this would be our president, James Monroe. This is them fighting in the American Revolution, and this is the White House that got burnt up. So I did a little research because these are really short and it only takes a couple minutes. So a little bit about James Monroe. He was the last founding father who to serve as president, and he was the last president of the Virginia dynasty. I think all the first few presidents were all part of that big Virginia dynasty. His education, as a child, he went to Campbelltown Academy, and then as in college, he went to William and Mary College. Monroe's greatest accomplishment as a diplomat was his negotiation of the Louisiana Purchase. He also acquired Florida from Spain in 1819, signed the Missouri Compromise, which admitted Missouri as a slave state and banned slavery from the states north of the 3630 parallel. Another thing about James Monroe was his mother died in childbirth, or after giving birth to her youngest son. His father died soon afterward, so they left Monroe. He was the oldest at the age of 16, so he inherited their property, but he also he was forced to support his siblings. His uncle really helped him a lot. He was kind of a surrogate father to him and his brothers. His uncle also introduced him to some very important people like Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, and Patrick Henry. And Monroe was the last of the founding fathers, so he was the last of those, in the first founding fathers' days, they wore the powder wigs and hats and the knickers and all that kind of stuff. So he was really the last one to be in that, uh, thing. He was also the last president that was not photographed with a regular photograph. So, a bunch of loss. He was really known as a great compromiser. They had a great error, and he was very, very good at being a diplomat and working things out. So it doesn't really say much. I didn't really see much in my research of him about his wife, who is Danielle Tom. Let's see. No, that's the vice president, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth Monroe was his wife. I didn't see much about her. I'll probably do a little bit more research because I'm thinking about doing one on the first wives of the presidents. And I was also saying, if y'all are interested in that, let me know, because it's some of them have really done some great things to stand behind their husbands and bring this country to where it is. But that's it. That's the president for tonight. We thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things that help grow the channel, and don't forget to check out the other videos. Like we're reading the Bible in a year with the Bible recap as the guide. We do all kinds of other videos. Check out the channel. Everything's in playlists, will make it easier for you. So find a topic you like and go away. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.